Hello and welcome to Lyra Nara. In today's video we are going to talk about our biosphere, and that is the part of the Earth and its atmosphere in which living organisms just like us exist, or that it's capable of sustaining life. So our environment. And unfortunately, as you all know, we are bombarded by toxic influences that harm our organism and our psyche constantly nowadays. One of those being electromagnetic fields from our wireless communications, the radio frequencies, which undoubtedly, and we're going to show you that, scientifically proven does harm us. So the question then becomes, how can we protect ourselves? And here we're going to show you in this presentation how harmful the electromagnetic radiation can be for you and how you can protect yourself really well with two neat little affordable devices, the Biosphere optimization systems 318 and 518. So without further ado, let's dive right in and learn more about our biosphere and how we can keep it safe and healthy for ourselves. And as I've mentioned in the introduction, electromagnetic fields have a proven negative health impact on us. Thousands of studies link low-level wireless radio frequency radiation exposure to a long list of adverse health effects, which include DNA single and double strand breaks, which lead to cancer, oxidative damage, which leads to tissue deterioration and premature aging, disruption of our cellular metabolism, increased blood-brain barrier permeability, melatonin reduction, which leads to insomnia and again an increased cancer risk, disruption also of our brain glucose metabolism, generation of stress proteins, which leads to a myriad of diseases, etc., etc. The list is really long. If you want to have a look for yourself, just go on PubMed, for example, and you're going to find thousands and thousands of studies, literally. Also, the World Health Organization has classified radio frequency as a possible to be carcinogen. And more recently, the $25 million National Toxicology Program concluded that microwave frequencies radiation of the type that we currently use in our cell phones can cause cancer. And the bad news don't stop here, because with the introduction of 5G, on which we did an extra presentation, actually two, so check our channel if you want to go more in depth into all of the studies. But here just a little quote from Professor Trevor Marshall, who is the director of Autoimmunity Research Foundation in California. And he had the following to say regarding the introduction of 5G and radiation soup that will become even worse with that. And he had the following to say, quote, "The new 5G wireless technology involves microwaves extremely high in energy, much greater energy than 4G and Wi-Fi. Allowing this technology to be used without proving its safety is reckless in the extreme, as the millimeter waves are known to have a profound effect on all parts of the human body." End quote. The problem is really that we cannot escape the electromagnetic radiation cloud that we live in. And with the rollout of 5G, as mentioned, we will get an even stronger and more harmful microwave impact. So what are the consequences? The excerpt from the International Scientists Petition Against Radiation Exposure, on which scientists from 42 countries have signed already, have the following to say about that. The health consequences, quote, include an increased risk, cellular degeneration, toxic state, memory loss and dementia, neurodegenerative conditions, and negative effects on the general well-being of humans. Because of the shallow penetration of the microwave frequencies, eyes and skin are particularly affected. Humans absorb over 90% of the radiation via their epidermis and dermis layers. 5G should be regarded as extremely harmful to biological systems, and we can expect serious negative consequences for our ecosystems. End quote. So what is the solution? Because many think that they can shield themselves off. And the problem is that you cannot really shield yourself off. You would have to live permanently in a perfect Faradayan cage, and this is just not doable or feasible in real life. And many sell you so-called EMF shields, patches, stickers, and protective devices. But physically it is not possible to completely neutralize or suspend the electromagnetic field that bombards us every second. So what can we do then? Well, let's find out. The solution that we recommend are the Biosphere optimization systems 318 and 518. Two amazing little devices that are quite affordable and work with a unique combination of different technologies that really neutralizes, as you will see, in a very unique way, those harmful electromagnetic fields. Those devices were primarily created for the stimulation and optimization of the central nervous system and the autonomous nervous system, and to specifically protect the nervous central system from electrosmog. And the neurostimulation is made possible by the synergetic interference of color frequencies, brain-specific vibrations, and scalar magnetic fields that are all delivered in a very subtle but efficient way. And these complex electromagnetic fields match and perfectly resonate with their own brain vibrations that we create naturally and major biological fields that exist in all living beings. And those devices are very versatile. They are portable, rechargeable, and quite compact. And they can be used, for example, in the following circumstances: in recreation rooms, near Wi-Fi systems or Wi-Fi amplifiers, when you live near 5G facilities, when you live near radio masts, for example, when you work in front of your computer, like I do right now. I have the BOS 318 next to me, and I have to tell you from my own experience, you feel much better, much more productive, much more awake. It works wonders. Try it out for yourself and you will see what I'm talking about. When you use mobile phones a lot, of course, or portable computer systems or laptops, especially when they are locked on into Wi-Fi's. When you stay in modern hotels, which are all completely networked nowadays for our convenience. In your bedroom, because it's very important to give your organism the rest and the sleep that it needs to recuperate. When you stay in airports or other transport hubs, they are all completely networked, of course, also in modern motor vehicles, especially electric vehicles, in modern trucks and buses, when you travel on ships, or when you're working with machines or are generally in an area which has very high EMF pollution. Let's talk next in a little bit more detail about the unique little features that biosphere optimization systems come with, because that's what really makes them different and efficient. And how they work, because both work on a very simple principle. They generate energetic fields which you normally find only in undisturbed, pristine nature. Under ideal cognitive circumstances, our brain also creates these energetic fields naturally, and therefore our brain knows these kind of fields and recognizes them and synchronizes itself naturally with the stimulating frequencies. Sounds strange, but there's been research done on this, and this is exactly what happens. And therefore the brain does not react to the harmful microwave frequencies anymore. It just ignores them and instead prefers to tune into the natural beneficial signals that those biosphere optimization systems produce. They work also with a combination of very efficient technologies. They have photon sources that emit light, which is identical to the natural sunlight. And these frequencies are also modulated with natural sunlight frequencies, known also as solar noise. All natural radiations are modulated by this frequency spectrum in nature, and nature and all living beings have developed under this light spectrum, and that's why they find very preferable. Both systems also have an integrated Tesla coil. It's stronger in the 518 system, and it generates a so-called scalar field. And we can create nature-like scalar fields with those Tesla coils, and when we input a pulsating current, known also as a Schumann frequency, into a Tesla coil, the system creates beneficial, undisturbed, nature-identical energy fields. The BOS 318 comes with 3 main frequencies also on top of that correspond to the brain frequencies. It has the super delta frequency, the global earth resonance, also known as the Schumann frequency, and the brain alpha frequency. And all of those frequencies are also again modulated by the sun noise. The BOS 518 adds 5 more frequencies on top of that. That's what makes it more versatile also. Then you can use it for brain optimization and also performance enhancement. You can also use the 318 for that, but here you get even more options. You get the delta, the theta, the slow alpha, the slow beta, and the beta frequency on top of the 3 frequencies that come with the 318, for a total of 8 frequencies in this case. And you can therefore use the 518 also for other purposes such as hypnosis, sleep therapy, brain optimization, as I've mentioned, for improving your personal performances, or even for trauma therapy. With both systems, you can also additionally connect any MP3 device for selected modulations that you prefer, such as mantras, prayers, or meditations. Or you can also connect other audio frequencies generating devices to those. And a neat other little feature is that both the devices, apart from being quite affordable and portable and rechargeable, they can be operated in a manual as well as an automatic mode. So you can either select the frequencies and colors by yourself as you need them, or the device will do this automatically by itself. And of course, both devices, as mentioned, are very easy to charge through a simple USB cable, or you plug them into your power grid. Let's discuss the health benefits of these amazing 2 systems a little bit further. So your brain cannot differentiate between the primordial, natural, and the man-made pristine energetic fields like those generated by the BOS 318 and 518. When the fields are identical in frequency and amplitude with the natural fields, they have therefore the same positive effect. Your body will feel and your brain will also feel and function as if they were in undisturbed nature. And the 2 biosphere optimization systems create these beneficial energetic fields just like in nature. By the way, link to both systems in the description box below for you, of course. So the brain recognizes this ideal, natural energetic environment and tunes into it with some of the following effects. Your blood circulation, your blood pressure, your pulse, and your breathing normalize, and your muscle cramps, your spasms and contractions relax, and they are relieved. And with dark field microscopy, we can also observe the unclumping of red blood cells taking place. So that means that the risk for thrombosis, heart attacks, and strokes diminishes also significantly with those devices. And both devices can replicate natural daylight and natural sunset light. So when it comes to daylight, the spectral composition of daylight drives the biological rhythm and the hormonal composition of the blood. And these chronobiological impulses are controlled by the pituitary gland through the photons, which are absorbed through our eyes and skin, of course. And when the eyes receive the full spectrum of daylight, all hormones can be produced in their ideal composition by our bodies. And as a result, we feel balanced, creative, fit and healthy, and that our body can face the daily immunological burdens much better. When we are exposed to natural sunset light, when the sun approaches the horizon, the long wave parts of the light dominate, of course, meaning that the red-orange spectrum is predominant, and naturally our pituitary and pineal gland now produce more melatonin. And this hormone fulfills many important functions within our bodies. Amongst others, it is responsible for a healthy, restful sleep, of course, and the mobile phone radiation, as well as other types of microwave radiation, such as Wi-Fi, UMTS, and 5G, they all inhibit melatonin production. Many LED therapy devices available on the market today are missing this necessary red spectrum, unfortunately, and the resulting melatonin deficiency is one of the main causes of sleep disturbances. So both systems have quite a unique set of health benefits and features that go way beyond just protecting you from the harmful electromagnetic fields. They will improve your general well-being. So the BOS systems, the 318 and the 518, as I told you, I have one right now in front of me. I always keep it here when I'm working on a computer. And from my own experience, those little devices work wonders. They generate a scalar field, which is fading out efficiently the field disturbances, and it creates an electrobiological feel-well climate for work and recreation. The scalar field created by the built-in Tesla coil covers over disturbed EMF until this becomes irrelevant, and thereby you can really protect your nervous system from a harmful radiation-infested environment that we all live in. The biologically active range of the scalar field, the wellness cocoon that you create with those devices around you, reaches to about 26 to 33 feet or 8 to 10 meters depending on the device. And this range enables you to easily cover your office or living spaces. Both systems also protect you from the harmful radiation your computer produces or any type of electromagnetic fields that might be harmful to you. It also brings you performance enhancements that I told you I feel clearly when I have the device switched on and I'm working. I feel that I'm more productive, I have less mind fog, I can concentrate better, I have more energy, etc., etc. I feel overall more performant. And the BOS 518 is used also already in large production and commercial halls where numerous employees must work with computers, microscopes, in call centers, for example, where there is a lot of electromagnetic radiation. And the result so far has been that there is a tremendous increase in their productivity and well-being when those devices are applied and present. And both devices can also be used for targeted brain optimization. The 518 even more so because, as you have seen, it has the advantage that it comes with 5 extra brain frequencies. If you have any questions regarding the Biosphere optimization systems 318 and 518, please do not hesitate to contact us 1-888-773-3196. That is 1-888-773-3196. Both are great devices. They are quite affordable. They have rechargeable batteries. They are compact. And they come with a bunch of features that you cannot find on any other device on the market right now. If you've enjoyed this presentation, please also do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Also hit the notifications button, the little bell icon, so you don't miss out on the weekly health-related content that appears on this channel. Both devices, as I've mentioned, are also linked in the description box below for your convenience. And with all that being said, stay healthy. Until next time.